I'm Mike Beneff, the Soul Guide. I became a correctional officer since it was a state job after serving in the military and police. One morning, I drove home in my vehicle like any other. I wasn't sleepy, and the light was shining brilliantly in my eyes, but it wasn't painful to look at. It was just a wonderful day. Like every morning, when I drove on Route 3, where the speed limit was 70 miles per hour, 110 kilometers per hour, my eyes closed and opened briefly. I don't know if I fell asleep or dozed off. I lost control, hydroplaned, and spun at tremendous speed. I then spotted a car approaching in the opposite lane. Accident occurred at 7:33, according to police records. I spotted a lady with 2 kids in the rear seat just before dropping them off at school. I recall promising myself that I would never damage someone because of my mistake, whether I fell asleep or my car broke down. I thought, I will not take another life with my life. I turned my wheel right with all my effort. My automobile reacted, and I headed into a right-side concrete wall divider, somewhere between lanes. I got the best sensation of my life as I approached it. It was the best and most unique feeling I've ever had in my body. I didn't know such spiritual happiness existed. I'll explain and describe. First, the sound vanished from my world. We might have quiet moments, like studying in a library, but even it is louder than the silence I felt. It was astonishingly quiet. Obviously, there was no smell, touch, or pain. Instead, I felt like my soul was everywhere, and I knew all the answers to my questions. You feel like someone is tickling your back, very comforting. Everything from leaving work to getting into the van when I lost control of the car was remembered. I didn't get knocked unconscious and start seeing things. I still remembered but lost all my physical sensations save eyesight. This world doesn't have spiritual completeness, therefore even the concepts of it vanished. Even in our most calm moments, we think about how relaxed we are. At that point, I only existed and wanted to be alone. Even though I knew what happened, I felt spiritual perfection and required nothing. But then it felt weird, like I was staring outside. If I'm gone, why am I under this car? What am I? If that's what a soul feels like, I shouldn't be here. I recall wanting to get outside and feeling like the automobile was buried there, blocking my way. Inverted, I'm looking out the window. The entire field seemed misty and dreamy. The outside seemed like a dream, blurry, real, but not, real, but you can't touch it, just there. It was empty, and only me. She appeared, that lady I saw walking 4 to 5 feet outside the automobile. Her mid-60s black outfit was especially unusual because it was from the 1800s or 1700s. It was ancient, dusty, and unsuitable for 2014. A burn scar covered her cheek. She kept pacing outside the automobile. Silence prevented me from speaking. I waved to her for help. She nodded, as if refusing to help. She nodded and looked at me without speaking. She paced, and the old me would have been irritated, frustrated, or nasty to her. I stopped judging her for the first time. Maybe she's worried she'll hurt me or herself, or the car will catch fire, I thought. Maybe she wants to avoid doing more harm than good. I didn't judge her because I didn't know her. She seemed odd, unhappy, and out there. I didn't feel protected by her. Since she wouldn't help, I closed my eyes, gathered my strength, and tried to climb out of the van or from underneath it. I closed my eyes and opened them in a short second, and everything came back to life like when you play a paused movie. Sounds, car running, radio blaring, smoking, and odors everywhere. I felt pressure while being crushed by the van. I didn't feel hurt. I simply heard screams and saw hundreds of people, if not more, police cars, ambulances, and the media outside. Everyone was running around, but I was still trying to soak it all in and relax, almost attempting to relive that blissful moment. A paramedic ran to me, tackled the car like a football player, and gave me an IV through the window. He was shouting at me to stay still, even though I said I was fine. He kept saying I wasn't okay and to stay still. According to my experience, every spiritual awakening process, like childbirth, involves pain, obstacles, challenges, and occasionally suffering. My experience allowed me to connect and replace my inner light with my higher self, a better, different version of myself freed from my past. Mixing the two causes problems. To transform myself, I fought my old self, lifestyle, and circle for 7 years. Everything I liked before I returned, I despise now, and vice versa. I changed from materialistic to anti-materialistic. I felt like my soul was taken to unexpected locations to aid other souls first. Seems like viewing all life levels. This wild metamorphosis took 7 years, but I found my soul and fulfilled its purpose. Some of us will live in poverty and experience obstacles, while others will be wealthy. For those with enough money, exchanging is the main goal. Share it with non-donors, help, and improve someone's life. Even rich people have unhappy hearts and souls that need consolation and wisdom, so use your wealth to influence others. Find what's coming and realize that we're here to share, give and receive light, and raise communal and individual consciousness. Many thanks for watching and listening. I appreciate you and hope this resonates. Love and light to you.